Pepper gon' pop. Told my cap it's the CEO. Then I moonwalked in a UFO. Like my shoes with a Christmas wreath. Dropping these bars while I brush my teeth.
Okay, so I'm in the garage again and I managed to source a 14 tooth Talon sprocket. These are really high quality. The one I fitted in the previous video is a 13 and the rear is a 49. I don't think the ratio would have been good as I wanted a longer second gear out the corners, so the 14 will just improve that. And then a new sprocket washer from Yamaha. And then the other part that I was waiting for was the head pipe hardware, mounting hardware. This is obviously new. The old one, if you can call it old, it hit a rock, so it's not straight anymore, so I need to replace that. And then some of you might recognize this seal. It's another one, and it's the correct one that actually fits behind the impeller. I ended up putting it the wrong way around the first time, which you'll have seen in the previous video. So I need to now take the whole bike apart again and put that back in. Okay, so now we've got the cover off again, and I need to remove the impeller, which is over here. But to do that, I have to put a spanner on here and then a nut on there, because it's a one piece. So that's why the whole casing's off. So let's quickly do that and not try and get any dirt in there, because there'll be a monumental screw up. It should be a could be a 10. Is it a 10? It's a 10, that's for sure. And then I think it's a 12 by the looks of it, but we just do this the right way. Yeah, it's a 12. And then come on. Okay, that came off fine. We can actually get a proper little ratchet here now. And the reason why I'm taking this off is to get to the seal that I put in the incorrect way, because I wasn't concentrating, because trying to make videos and work on bikes for me is very difficult. So as you can see, there's the seal. That's the wrong way. Not fun. Okay, now we need to get my seal out without damaging anything. Okay, there's the drive shaft for the impeller out. And now, where's my seal puller? Got a cool seal puller that my dad got me. Very, very neat and handy. To get this out in such a way that I don't damage anything. Okay, she's out. Now I need to get a clean rag, because a clean rag is important. Do not want dirt and shit, because we're going to press in this new one quickly and take it from there. Okay, so clean the seal out. Okay. So we got the old seal, which was new, which was the wrong way. It was facing, so from, if I was looking at it, it was facing this way. It needs to face this way, because when the water flows through, it gets into this groove over here, and it actually helps push down on the seal onto the drive shaft, and that's what gives it its like sealing or clamping force on the shaft while it's spinning. So that's why it goes inwards like that. So let me just make sure the seal's also nice and clean. Nothing's there. Put that in now. And then I'm going to get one of my Sprocket, or more bloody sockets, not sprockets, sockets, and just pushing it until it sits flush. Really hard to do this without damaging anything. Okay, and that's as good as it's gonna get. Okay, she's all flush, ready to go, which means I can now put this guy back in. That hair off there, because I don't want hair on this bloody thing. So the dog's all barking. So as you can see, there's the shaft. Shaft goes through the bearing seal, and then it pops out the actual water seal over there. I don't know if you can see it or not. So let's get that in. There we go. All in now, and then we can tighten it back up again. And we're back. I just fetched some medium strength Loctite again after cleaning it out. Just a little bit. Don't want to be putting too much on. Okay. Let's get this guy back on. Now I need to remember what torque setting, and I don't remember, so let's go quickly look. Impeller, 14 Newton meters. Okay, so we've got to do 14 Newton meters, which is not bad. Where's my adapter? There we go. 14 Newton meters. Well, some people say, oh, you just tighten it, but you know, it doesn't hurt to just do it the right way. Okay. Pop a 10 on the actual shaft again. Come, where are you? Okay, 10's on. No, wrong way. Okay, here we go. Put my dial back in. Okay, we're all good to go again, but now I need to clean the oil off this bloody gasket because we are good. Okay, now I'm gonna go down here now. So while we go down there, just quickly gonna do a run around the perimeter of the frame, get any grease or oil off before I seal again. We don't want any of that. Okay, I think we're good to go now. A little bit of oil there. Okay, pop this back on. The dials are in, so we just have to make sure we don't damage anything while we put in the seal on. Is usually the power valve on this faffs around a little. There we go. Now it's on. All sealed up. And then just need to clean off the threads. All that Loctite, you don't want that floating around, to be honest. Yeah, that flows nicely. Cool. There's the old gasket, and then my luck today is really great. So I managed to find not one, but two brand new Yamaha gaskets just literally sitting in this box of old Yamaha stuff that we had. We even got bloody new piston rings for the bike and all bits and seals and so many different things. So really lucky today. So now I just need to bolt that up and then button up everything, and then we should be good to go. Always good to put that back in. Okay. Okay. Now we need to put the new exhaust bracket on, because the other one's bent and I don't want to take any chances with that. So let's get that off quickly before we install the new one. It should be a 10. There we go. Okay. Okay, here's the old one. As you can see, it's actually taken a bit of impact from the rock, so it's bent it. It's not really straight anymore. Versus that, all straight. I don't want to mess around with the exhaust because there's quite a lot of harmonics and vibration, and I think if it's not mounted properly, I don't know, it could maybe crack the exhaust. So just got a new one as well, pretty cheap. So let's install that now. Juke. Okay, as you can see now, we've got the 13 sprocket on here. We need to put a 14. As mentioned, I want to have a longer second gear coming out the corner because I've got more bottom end now. Here's the new one. Here's the other new one, the Ranthor 13 tooth, but we're going to put the 14 tooth on now. So yeah. Okay, and then I'm going to put the new washer on, lock washer. And then we're going to put the lock nut back on again. The front sprocket torque setting is 75 Newton meters. It's not a lot actually when you've got the right tool, so we're going to tighten that up now. You can fit in it. And then I put my foot on the brake as well. There we go. Torqued. Or torqued up.